Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today is the day we're coming back to Pokemon Soul Silver and the Nuzlocke. I'm just finishing clearing essentially just fixing some stuff up with the overlay and whatnot, but I am once we're through that, we'll be good to go. Just checking some things here. All right, but yeah, so I'm hoping for end of the last one got a little rough, just a bit rough. So we're gonna hope that today gets a little more chill. I do think soon, I want to keep going on this for a bit, but I do think soon I might switch us back to streaming Digimon again. Just because I really do like, I haven't gone back to it in a while, and I really liked it. What was I thinking? Oh, yes. I need to pull up the Poker Earth. I'll also need the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex as well from there, but I need to know where my I'll need to know where my level caps are at. Though I think we're basically, I believe we have Rival first, but then we do have Morty. So 25 is Morty. But I need to double check because Rival is first. So let's see. So we got 22. So 22 and then 25. Basically right afterward. So nothing too crazy about that. So we're in some decent shape here. We'll just probably do some leveling. So I'll just cut us over to that just because there's no reason to not be showing it. All right. Mick, sorry. Need to turn on the music can go off now. All right. Oops. All right, let's just get everybody to 22. We ain't I'm not playing anymore on the whole like, oh, maybe we have like, oh, I should have it where there's like one less. We're not doing that. I'm not playing that game. There we go. Wanted to make myself a little higher. Part of me kind of likes. This would be better if we had like Baton Pass or something. Hold on, my wife. Yeah, you know, and hypnosis has been very useful for catching so far. So I don't want to get rid of that. Oh, I forgot to turn on my lights. Like how you can tell what you can really tell when I get up. But yeah. I mean, I think Foresight. like, it has its use. Because I'd like something with, I would like a special attack for now until I get something like Gust or any form of flying special attack. I don't know. Let's do Foresight. I don't think it'll come up nearly as much in terms of a, like, damn, I wish I could hit this ghost with a normal move. Forgot I wasn't done. Alright, Dorn. Let's get you up there. Ooh, rollout. You actually like that. But do I need it more over Rock though? Probably not. Rollout was great on our Meryl. But unfortunately that Meryl is no longer with us. Okay, so we've got the unsubtle Pokemon down there. Hi. Eugene, eh? Where could Suicune be? Let's do this like Dora the Explorer. Let's do this like let's do this like Dora the Explorer. Chat, where is the Suicune? Can we help Eugene find the Suicune? That's right. It's over here. Right here. Under the it's here! Under the floorboard! Now I gotta fix this. Oh no, I have the hiccups now. Oh no! I'm gonna plow through it. Ah! So, I'm glad to meet you. I heard rumors this week. It doesn't get old. It just doesn't get old. Okay, at least he figured it out. At least he knows. I've tried it many times. Ugh. Alright. Oh, you must be cashier. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, pincer. Ah! The hiccups, they won't go away. 1 second. Okay. But I hope that worked. I hate having hiccups. One of the worst feelings. Your grass flying. I'm just more honestly potentially deciding to keep Selby in here just because I'm like, well, Eldrad is Eldrad, pretty strong. Other thought is that, well, now he's asleep, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I gave it a Lumberry. Pog! Poggers, let's go. Past me's a genius. Trico? Yeah, but let's give Kayvon some love here. Why is he looking around at me like that? Yeah, I'm sure you're really going easy on me, bud. Humph. Oh, whatever. I wish they kept the original. I wish they kept the original Burn Tower bit from Crystal. It's so funny. It's so funny. I love it so much. Because it's just it has one of my favorite bits. Like, bits of dialogue in a Pokemon game. Hold on. Crystal. Four. I want to. Hopefully, I'm trying to see. I want to just like find the. I want to find the thing where he says, I'm trying to find the. I really want to see the dialogue here. Damn it, because like the rival says some shit like it's just like typical. You like fall through the floor and the rival's just like, yeah, typical loser. Oh no! Zigzagoon says Suicune says Zigzagoon! I heard that! I heard it, no! Oh no, he's a Zigzagoon! That Suicune is a Zigzagoon! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, nothing's over there. Okay. I don't want to fight this guy, but I do really want that item. Alright, well, a Relicanth shouldn't be too scary. I don't know that they have any concerning moves specifically. And then our cap is 25. So, Grottle. I don't really have anybody else that like is specifically gonna be useful for this. Other than Kayvon. Sorry. Like lack of phrasing there. Alright. I'm gonna switch out for Shanty here. Forgot how what rolling kick, like how good rolling kick was. Oh man. Still got a little bit of that Gen 4 health bar, but not as bad. Not nearly as bad as it was in like Platinum and like Diamond and Pearl. Alright, Moo Milk. Alright, let's do a little healing here. I don't wanna. Nope, that's the wrong item. You know what? Let's use the Moo Milk. No, I don't need to actually. We'll just do a couple normal potions here. Alright, then let's lead with Jagatai. I haven't done that in a minute. Oh, there's a Pokemon in here. Sudowoodo. To be fair, I actually more thought it would be downstairs. Let's try a low kick. Shouldn't be too bad. Woo! Okay. That's close one. That was a close one. That's not what I want. You should do fine in a Pokeball, right? Right. Hey, there we go. There. Oh, what's a good name for you? Next time I'm definitely not doing 40k names. I'm doing something where I can like think of things off the top of my head. Alright, let's go. You know what, it's Sudowoodo, so let's stick. You know what? No. I'll name him the less cool one, even though he's the one that technically is alive still. But he's a disguised tree. Oops. So he's Omegon. He is only secretly a tree. Ooh, Sceptile. I believe Sceptile is still just pure grass, so. Yeah, not actually psychic there, Sceptile. That should be too much. That peck sound is just real, like, pa! All right. Fire breather Richard. Oh, I don't have anybody with rock smash anymore. Right. I kind of want to just give it to Kayvon. Because let me see. Yeah, because like Rock Smash is not an amazing move by any means. Maybe it's at least just worth trading it with Pursuit. I feel like Pursuit comes in so infrequently. Great, thanks. All right, well, time to see what else I could have had here. All right, I'm okay with not that. I'm okay with not the Graveler. The Graveler is kind of lame, so that I'm chill with. Weezing would have been good, honestly, just for team, like a potential team coverage standpoint. Because, like, I already have a rock-type Pokemon. So, yeah, Sudowoodo. Not really as useful in the long run. All right. Well, we can pretty much just get right to Morty here. So I'll have to bring everybody up to 25. And then after Morty, we'll have to look up... I'll need to look up what the deal is with... like what the level cap is. Yeah, I'll have to look at what the deal with the level cap is, because we're going into a weird segment. All right. I'll be honest. I will say, after watching, I watched a couple streams of our things of Pokemon Champions, and you know, I've never been a competitive Pokemon guy. No, we won't worry about it. But I always like watching it, and I like the strategizing of it, which is why, like, you know, like, essentially I would say I'm very much a, like, because that's why, like, I'm very casual Pokemon enjoyer. Which is really why a lot of the times people's complaints about a lot of the new games are kind of go past me. Like they're not complaints that I have. I don't remember what the deal with this was. There's something like every one of these has like a secret path. I don't think this one does. I don't think this first one does though. Maybe in this case, then I should have put them at 24 just because until I got to Morty. Let's just see. I'll somewhat change it. Damn, yeah, I do have to fight everybody. That sucks. Oh well, hopefully that we won't have a lot of This is such a literal ticking time bomb here. My thought was basically mostly that he could do a good amount of damage and potentially at least not die to a, and yeah, just not die to a an explosion, like a self-destruct. You know, that was my one, that was essentially the one thing I was hoping for. Oh boy. I was saying, if it got really bad, I would just howl actually, but when we're not howl, they're being a roar. Fuck it, I'll just stay here. At this point, it's just more of the realm of like, I will do enough damage. I don't need to switch here. Glad I didn't, because let's come right back into this. Alright, I gotta be careful with Mighty Anna for the rest of this now. Don't have a water move, so we're just gonna kind of just do damage here and go for the best. Again, yeah, we're kind of playing with fire when it comes to the level cap here. We got plenty of Pokemon in the wings though, so if one does get to 26, okay, I was gonna say, don't tell me. Really? Kyogre? Alright, Eldrad. Ooh, that's a big body to slam. I love that in Pokopia, Kyogre has a southern accent. I like that he's southern. It just makes me laugh. Like, what inspired the team at Pokopia to make it so that Kyogre would have an accent, like a southern accent? So funny. I don't like that crit though, sir. Not a fan. Oof. Thank God she only had one Pokemon. Right, down. Okay. Now that I at least am here, I know I just can go up. Let me. Who should I lead with next? Probably Alethir. Oh, and I really should just be healing them from this screen. No, that's not in this game. Okay, I was wondering if the restore button was here. Okay. So down 1, 2, 2, and then over. Rolling kick. Okay, hopefully I would say that shouldn't be a lot. Hitmonlee, eh? It's kind of funny to have a fighting type like this in a ghost gym, but oh, that was a rough crit. Ooh, I really wanted that to kill. Here comes the jump kick. Ah! Fuck. That was such an unfortunate crit. I didn't want to use Eldrad though because I didn't want him to get level too high. I thought he had farther. I thought his XP though was also much farther. Alright, well, we'll just run off the edge now at this point then. It's a C dot. I'm just gonna let it go. Shouldn't give too much XP. Alright, I think we're basically safe at this point. Alright. Ethan, why do you keep calling me after a Pokemon dies? I'm like really not in the mood for it. Alright, well. What shall we take in his stead? I honestly, yeah, probably. Oh no, wait. Let's do the better ground flying Pokemon. Okay, I was like, what did I name them? You, however, don't get to stay here. There they are. Another to the grave, Kayvon. All the lovely boys and girls whose lives have been taken. Got the level now. Vulcan is not there yet. I think I'll lead with Vulcan though. Oh, let me see quick. Was there one more? No, it was okay. Morty was next. Okay. All right. All right, we're getting in there. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's lead with Vulcan here. Flygon is honestly such a cool designed Pokemon. All right. Morty. Great. Wonderful time to not have a an ice move. Aldred's health is over 90. He at least could take more than one. And then the hope is maybe that sand attack will give me something. I'm actually kind of okay with that. It's a bit of a bummer to go second now because, yeah, there it is. Oh, fuck, now. Great. All right, that's what I was hoping for, was those sand attacks to come in for that. All right, I don't have a great Pokemon for you now. Let's just go in with Thorn. Likely this is, I think this is unbuffed Leech Life. I don't think I can't remember if I could have checked that box in this version of the randomizer. I thought you were bug poison. This is Of course you missed. Oh my god, dude, didn't respect the sleep clause. Bro, this Parasect. I'm so, like, unprepared for this Parasect. God, we really needed some type of fly. The thing is, Gligar doesn't have a flying move right now. I might just hang out. I'll just push the oh, this would have been the best time for you to wake up. Alright, I'll try to be to survive here. Grass poison. What is bug? Bro! How are you gonna hit every fucking sport? Are we gonna lose this to this Parasect because I can't I can't, because he's just gonna put all of my Pokemon to sleep? I knew I was taking a huge risk there. Honestly, I was tilted. I'll be real, I was tilted. And we have so many Pokemon still to deal with. I know this is his ace and all, but fuck, dude, we are so fucked. And now I'm poisoned. Fucking. Please kill. Ugh. Oh, God. Guys, I think, are boned. We're just gonna hope we wake up and get this rock throw. Come on, wake up. Wake up, Dorn. Come on. Bro, are you gonna get full turn sleep? I have to rock throw because I can't magnitude. Okay, Grumpig. Just go for magnitude. All right, we are struggling. Eldrad, maybe you can get us through this. Now that'll be weak. Grumpig isn't actually psychic though, right? It shows you how like little I ever use or see Grumpig. He's only psychic, okay. Well, let's just leave then. Honestly, I probably should have seeded. Probably should have used the leech seed, but You know what? I'm less worried about his damage output, at least at this point, so. You son of a bitch. My hope is I'll heal for about as much as he does damage. That's kind of what I'm hoping for now, so that I can just kind of... Yep, that was basically what happened there. I healed for the same amount of damage I was given. I'll know for a fact if I go back to 25 here. Yep. Literally, he can't do damage to me now. Alright, we're through. Only the one loss. I can't move, though. I need to remember, I cannot move. I need to stay right here. Hold on. Wait. All right. Immediately to the bag. Antidote. There you go. Woo! That easily could end up being 2 Pokemon. Woo! All right. Jagatai. Oh, we gotta really. Jagatai. You were you were the starter. You got us through a great many a catch, many a jit so far. But I couldn't keep you safe. I couldn't prevent you from falling to the evil Morty. And now I must lay you to rest. My little Jagatai, who is kind of a big man, but don't let that trick you. Lay to rest. All right, who shall we pick up now? We really could use a water Pokemon again. I do wonder if... When does Shelder become Cloyster? Because that's really when... That's basically when Shelder becomes a real Pokemon, so... Need a Water Stone. Did forget that. So that's rough. Okay. So let's do... Should we maybe just do Corphish then? Still could also use the something with ice as became apparent with the Garchomp. I don't know. Let's take a trip down to Goldenrod City and let's see if maybe you can learn Ice Move. Oh, you have to rename Kenya here. I don't know that you have anything that really warrants you learning Protect. Okay. Oh, no, okay. I was wondering if there was something in that like little thing. All right. Nope, I need to not be impatient. I could have got a core fish from here. I mean, my core fish is from a completely different encounter anyway. I don't remember what we got from the yeah, I don't remember who I haven't fought at this point from that, but I'm trying not to risk it all too much. Alright, who can learn an ice move here? That was 4, okay. What? It's 5? Man, how do I always get this wrong? I'm spending a lot of money on that, but let's buy that, have it in the inventory. Honor of Jagatai. Do have surf. We'll need that soon. Probably just teach that to core fish because at least it's a usable move. All right. I just want to wait on that. Hold on. God, it's crazy how good a move surf is. Alright, let's just teach it Blizzard. It's such an inaccurate move, but at least it's something. Can anybody learn Fire Blast? Just curious. Yeah, what? Sure, bud. All right. Well. Just switch these moves around. It'd be great if I could change its natures a little bit. But I have no mints, so... Oh, let's go to the basement. There's an item down there, I think. No, this is after things get moved. Oh. Icy rock, okay. I was kind of hoping maybe you would have them move it. Is there a thing about this that I'm just not aware of? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Whatever. Okay, so... well, let's see. Okay, so what are we at? So technically we're at 31. So yeah, so this is that's where I'm talking about where it gets really weird. So like the way it even shows it on this like Nuzlocke site is like that the caps are like Gym 4, level 25, Gym 5, level 31, Gym 6, level 35, Gym 7, level 34. Like, how do you go down? What, do you have to get rid of all your Pokemon? Yeah, so... I wonder if there's maybe... Okay, well, it looks like then for Gym 7, we're just gonna have to kind of ignore the level cap. Let's see. Let's kind of maybe edge our own bets here on how we want to do the level cap here. So the game technically wants you. We're in a kind of fun spot now. The game wants you right now to technically go, if I recall, the way the game levels itself and like paces itself, it wants us now to go east of Ekritique. Oh, let's change it again. Hold on. Okay, it's not holding anything. Oh, great. I can't change it. All right, well. Well, I guess we just get Kenya. All right. Man, I can't wait to get Fly. Yeah, so what it would want us to do here is go here. Irontail, okay. That could be nice. That could be useful. Oh. Okay. Thanks. Alright, so we have... What's fun is we have a couple of counters here, too. Let's see, so... I think it's maybe best, Joe, though, just to go kind of through the semi-normal route. So let's do the west exit. Let's just do our encounters here, because I think we could use them. All right. All right, well, that's a dupe. So the crawfish. The corfish. Which is based on a crawfish. Is that really all that's in here? I think I'm gonna have to fish. I'll give it one more encounter. And then we'll fish. I'm gonna count that as a dupe because we already had a Dodrio. Alright. If this next one is a dupe, we fish. Ah. Looks like it's just a Dodrio and a Corfish. Goldfish. Not even a nibble. Okay, we for it to be a core fish again. No, it's a muck. Hell yeah, it's a muck. This shouldn't kill, hopefully. Oh! 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 Damn it! I'd really like you to not do that. I'd greatly appreciate you not doing that. You know what? I'm not. Let's not play around here. What the fuck? Yeah, Premier Ball. You'll like that. Yeah, see, you just like the Premier Ball. I don't feel like definitely racing that. I'll do it later. I don't feel like racing back here. So I'm gonna give it the antidote and call it a day. I also need to give the leftovers to somebody. Somebody needs this leftovers. Who should have it, though? That's a great question. I would need it to be somebody who's kind of defensive. Why did I give him wide lens? What does that do again? Oh, right, but I wanted him to have that because of things like rock throw. For now, I'll give him the... Alright, there we go. Ooh, Toxicroak. That's cool, actually. Well, the muck lived, and that was 5 levels lower. Okay, I'm gonna try the Ultra Ball now. Let's go. Alright. Sick. Yeah, poison fighting could be really useful. Oh, what is the name of the... Hold on. I have the best name for a Toxicroak for a Warhammer. War of the Beast characters. Okay, I need to find... Draken Vangrich. Alright, you are the one I was thinking of, correct? Yes. Vangrich is awesome. one of the best things about that freaking dumbass series. All right, let's do. I need to update these guys. Okay, so fortunately, you have to get updated here. Just take a moment. All right, and then Noctowl needs to be replaced with Corfish. There we go. Clean that up a bit. Hold on. There we go. Or hopefully maybe we can keep this team for a minute. I do want to check actually something quickly. I'll definitely wait a little bit though on Vangrich. Let's see here. Great, another icy rock, just what I wanted. Wow, first step. Oh my baby! Oh my lad! Oh my lad! Yes! Oh, let's do Talos. I imagine Talos won't be able to do, won't do crazy damage to him. I love Haunch Crow. Let's just try one bite. Shouldn't do crazy damage. Alright, that should be good. Swear to God, Talos is a crit. Okay. I don't remember. Can I use strength now? Is that a thing? Bro. Let's see. Can you get a cop, please? Ah, yes, I can use strength now. Okay, cool. Thank you, Honchkrow. Thank you. I mean, look, we all know what I need to name Honchkrow, right? Like, if you're gonna name a Honchkrow anything, like from 40K. Hold on. Let's just do, I guess, do you want to do Korax or Corvus? I can't do Corvus Korax. What is the, hold on. I need to remind myself specifically. What is the, okay, so let's do Korax because then it's a little more on the nose with the crow. Raven Crow, right? Korax. All right, we'll leave Korax. Oh, we'll leave Korax in the box for now, though. I need you to have a better ground move. Yeah, I really need you to have a better ground move. Sick. All right. Try Fire Blast. All right. Quick hit. Like that. Let's go. Let's go, Vulcan. We've gone like 6 feet, so I'm just gonna go back like into the grass. And the rest of the way isn't grass, so I might ooh, Bronzong. I think I'm gonna max repel when we get back here. That way I won't worry about the grass and just be less annoying. All right. I guess I'm not coming here with any dead Pokemon this time. So you got that going for it. I will say though, I do really want to do. I really want to do either just, if anything, if not a normal playthrough, like some type of Nuzlocke. I really want to do the D&D log that I came up with. I know people have come up with them. You know, I know it's not super original, but the thing to me that I like about mine versus okay, there's no items up here. Fuck. Some of those other ones is okay. Oh, okay. A state-of-the-art safari zone in Cyanwood. Oh, that's right. I forgot they added that here. Sure, bud. Let me know, because that, you know what? That is a Pokemon catch. Ah. Get fucked. You again. There's no need to be alert. Yeah. Alright, let's get through the lighthouse here. That's fine. Alright, neat. What do we want to lead with here? You know what? I want us to just see what you got, Kenya. But yeah, like, so one of the ideas is obviously, so the what I want to do is the Nuzlocke will have the my D&D lock, for example, has, oh wait, here I have some of the base rules I had on my notes app here. I'll pull it up. Okay, so the normal rules that are kept for my D&D lock. Fainted Pokemon are considered dead. No reset after whiteout. No cheats. Then I'm going to use some of the modified rules that are there. But then we'll add some things, because there's got to be dice rolls in there if it's a D&D lock, right? So one of the first things, though, I do have is the rule that you do not have to catch the first Pokemon in a route, but it can only be one. So you can pick, and that's obviously more for balanced team and some of the other things coming up. So for example, one of them will be there will be a random starter, but done through a dice roll. Hi Donnie, I'm describing my plans of how I know other people have made them. I came up with this forever ago. I've just never implemented it. The idea of how I would do a D&D lock. I'll start over in case you missed them. So I have the normal, fainted Pokemon are dead, no reset after whiteout, no cheats. Oh yeah. So we're, because of things that are coming up, and some of these are going to be iffy, but that's why I haven't tried this yet fully. But I did change it where you don't have to. I know, it's just fun. So I changed what the rule. So in this case, you do not have to catch the first Pokemon in a route, but you can only catch one. And that'll be because of some rules that are coming later. It's honestly just too impossible, because there's there is essentially a kind of like, you can't have more than one type on a team functionality. But there's some things I've had thoughts on. But they just thought interesting things. This isn't necessarily about being the hardest. It's about more just being flavorful. This was an interesting rule. I haven't read this in a long time. So, at the start of the game, roll a d20 5 times. reroll on 19 and 20. Then also reroll if you get the type of your starter or already rolled types. So the idea here is that you are you're determining all of your types. This was mainly just for numbers. We'll get to that. You'll see why it's that way in a second. Because then you must have a party that fulfills at least one of each type in each slot, including the type of your starter. This is where I was saying some things might get finicky, and I may remove the roll here entirely, but my thought was that you're trying to always fill these slots, right? This obviously only works if the game is randomized. I should have just did that, to be honest, but I had it as D6. The starter is determined by D6. 1 to 2 is fire, 3 to 4 is water, 5 to 6 is grass. My thought, though, it was a D3. That's usually how you do a D3. Obviously, if you have a D3, technically you could just do 1, 2, 3. Anyway, where was I? So long as a Pokemon has one of the required types, then the other can I don't know what the fuck I just said in that sentence. Sometimes I write these things and I don't understand. Those aren't on a D20. Anyway, however, if you fill the 6 types with the first 3 Pokemon, the 3 remaining slots must have one of the required types. Example, okay. How the hell did I put this? So there's an old, I wonder if I still have it. Let me see here. I don't know if they maybe still have the PDF anywhere else, but let me see. Let me see if I have it still. Did I put it in Homebrew? Here, I had one. Let's see. Pirate Gonzalez Games. Let's see. Are they still around? GonzalezGames.com. Okay. I'm interested suddenly in this group. I'll come back to this later. Where is, let's see. Oh, do they not have it? Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, they also made Yu-Gi-Oh! 5e. That's funny. Okay. So here, I'll link this in chat here. They've got okay. I have to reread this thing. But yeah, so they have a few. This is just the Johto one as an example. Where they made stat blocks for a bunch of the Pokemon. This is obviously based on standard 5e, not 5.5. These are pretty old. But there's definitely something in here that made me excited. Hold on. I want to show because this is like this is relative to like one of my most favorite games of all time. So I need to talk about it here. All right. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely find a way, I think. I mean, it's just nice then when you potentially have these for stat blocks. They don't have every gen, but there's definitely realms for it. All right, so they made this same company that did that. They made this Photon System Overdrive. Essentially it's a Fantasy Star Online. Yo, they made a Fantasy Star Online RPG, bro. Oh my god, dude, that's so cool. I love Fantasy Star Online. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It is so good. I just love it. And so this seems interesting. But I just like it's just cool to see a system that actually like is like really diving into that method. Oh, don't worry. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. It is such a, but it's a game I always loved so much. Here, so I don't. Let me quickly so dox myself here quick. Let's just get into. Okay, good. There we go. Okay. So there is a current one. There's Fantasy Star Online 2. It's you know, I like it, but it definitely is different than so the original Fantasy Star Online. It was a Sega Genesis or sorry, Sega not Genesis. Dreamcast game, then got ported to GameCube. It was an old school MMORPG. Probably because I didn't heard that either. Um, this was an MMORPG. Also came out on Xbox, original Xbox. But like, it just was such a fun game. I would definitely play this on stream at some point through Epiphany. But like, this was. It's just such a cool like. It's I don't know. It's just unique. It's a very nostalgic game for me. Um, you know, fucking shut up. But like it's old. It's yeah, I know. It's old. It's old. It's not. Nothing about it is new. But it was just such a fun game. It was just like, and I have such great memories with it. You know. Um, I made a video. I made a video for it like forever ago before I was a VTuber. Oh, that's the wrong one. um, so I'm gonna definitely look at this. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at this RPG later. For now, I'll get back into. Oh yeah, let's talk. I want to. Now that I'm done being distracted. Okay, so I'm gonna reread this again. So it's the. So you must have a party that fulfills at least one of each type that you've rolled in each slot, including the type of your starter. So long as a Pokemon has one of the required types. Oh, that's what it was. It's that. That's what I did here. So basically, what I had you roll was, there's probably a lot of people who are watching Twitch nowadays who their first console was the 360 as well. But what I had you roll was that like these were a required type to have in your party at all times. I don't know if I would keep this rule. It's a little weird, but it's a thought. So for example, you would maybe have the required type. So like your starter would be one of them, and then you would get 5 more types. So this would be like, if you had like a fairy psychic type, like, right, if you had Gardevoir, that qualifies as 2 of your required types. It's okay. I'm just kind of trying my best with what I have so far. We've had some unfortunate demises. So yeah, so then okay, I'll have to find that in a moment. I don't know if I don't know if I've figured that out yet. I don't know if I slated that. Let me see. I think I just did it based on the type chart, like originally. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, okay, I did do it this way. Okay. So in your case, yeah, like, so what was your, let me see. Yeah, I'd say, yeah. Let's see. So you did, what was your starter roll? Was that the D6, the D3? What was that? Or did you do that one? So I see these ones. I'll write these. Okay. All right, because then that'll be your 6 required types. I'll let me write down the other ones here. So let's see. We did. I'll pull this up here. So you got. Okay, 7. Oh, did you do a new set of rolls? Okay. All right, you need to re-roll one of those, the 2 specifically, from your D20, because the 2 and the 2 2s are duplicates. But we'll do this. I'll do this new roll. Right, I'm saying, so you got to. Oh, so I see what you mean. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I get it now. I get what you mean. I'm dumb. Okay, so that's that. And then 1, 2, 3. Let's see. All right, so those would be your mandated types. That went into my YouTube chat. Oops. Oh well. So essentially, between your 6 Pokemon, whether it's one of their types or both of their types, that would be right. But it's only that some Pokemon in your 6 Pokemon team has to have each of these types. So, for example, if you had, let's say, say you had a Heracross, right? Right, exactly. But say you had a Heracross, that would fulfill both your bug and your psychic or your bug and your fighting requirement. Sorry, and therefore you would have a free slot that could be whatever type you want. That was the idea that I was going with this. However, I did add that once you obtain a Pokemon of each type, and it's only after you fulfill all 6, that when just types, not all 6 slots, just all 6 types, that when a Pokemon dies of that comp, right, that's your party comp. It could, sure. Then you may choose. You can. This is an option. You can choose to re-roll one type, but must keep the result, even if it's the one you originally chose to replace, unless it is a duplicate of a current party type. I love Gen 8, actually. Like, I genuinely am such a Gen 8 defender. I actually really like Gen 8. I know a lot of people were always really miffed at the time. I genuinely love it. Hell yeah, brother. this is the one I'm not sure about. There was something I had the idea about having a cleric Pokemon, but like more in the sense of like thematic cleric, not the way that it's used in the competitive community. So this would be the Chansey line, the Clefairy line, Celebi, Umbreon, Vaporeon, and Audino. Umbreon, I don't know why I wrote in there, to be honest. Or Vaporeon for that matter. I think it's because those are competitively cleric Pokemon. So maybe I did think of it as a little bit as competitively. I'm not sure. Like I said, I wrote this maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, Colossal's still very cool. But yes, so I did have the idea though that if you utilize reviving a Pokemon this way, you essentially have to spend 10,000 Pokédollars somewhere, somehow, right, per badge. I don't know if I would keep that. I would probably bump that maybe, but early game that still could be potentially impossible enough, but late game but it's supposed to then only be once per badge. But max revives and revival herbs are otherwise banned. So like I said, it's kind of a dependence, but the other thing I had, yeah, I know. Well, technically, because that's the thing, technically you were supposed to pay for the material components for revive. It's just we ignored that most of the time when actually playing D&D. All right, and then I did have that you can only use items labeled as potions in battle. So full restores and other status healing items must be used outside of battle. Berries are not usable, however, unless they're obviously, berries are usable so long as they are held normally. Like, you know, you give it to the Pokemon, they hold it, and it triggers on its own. Thank you for following Donnie, though, and I also appreciate that greatly. And then if using a game that has a mod or randomizer to allow it, you must play in double battle mode. This is the way that you have your party work together. Otherwise, you cannot, I did add you cannot run from a wild battle. However, if you are playing on double battle mode, you can attempt to run once if the number of enemy Pokemon is down to 1. So it was kind of the idea that when you get put into initiative, it's hard to leave initiative. But if you kill one of them, then they're usually willing to leave or let go. Well, and I'll show you I can show you later one of my settings. I like doing randomizers where essentially it's not fully random. It's kind of like you just open the Pokedex from the jump, right? Where it's like, we need to leave immediately. So it's kind of like, you have a fire move. So essentially I call it semi-random. So what I do is I set the randomizer to be, I set the randomizer so that it's essentially, I think it's called like similar strength. So like, for example, in a Route 1, where every Pokemon's level 3, it's only going to have a bunch of Pokemon that would exist at level 3, right? So like, you know, a Caterpie, but you could also find like a Cleffa, you know, a Pichu, and then and then kind of similar things as they go up. So maybe I'll randomize some things like the trades and, you know, like maybe some of the gifted or static Pokemon, just if I'm feeling a little spicy. But again, it'll be similar where everything's kind of normal. And the idea is basically, yeah, it's just, and then there's like a specific setting to make sure. Sometimes I would do it where it's, I lock them to zones, but that sometimes like 1-to-1 replacement. So like this Pokemon is now just this. That works sometimes. The problem though is it does get a little samey sometimes. So I usually recommend just keeping it like basically a realm of like full random, and then you can't do anything. You're not really gonna do anything. No. Just go Kalos. Technically he's weak to this, but I'll be honest, I just kind of wanted to not have Corphish there. Anyway, that way it's just, yeah, it's like normal. So that's what I really like doing. Because to me, I like using randomizers less for that like pure wild randomizer thing, right? Like I didn't even in this, for example, for this Nuzlocke, like I didn't even do randomized move sets. They just can have move sets based on what is available to them as the Pokemon there are. So for example, Mightyena was just grabbed as a Mightyena, right? It wasn't a Poochyena. So you know, so like it essentially had available to it anything that it could have if it was a Mightyena, but at the level it is. No, God damn. Stop trying to get my number. Like, what am I at a what am I at a Minecraft YouTuber meetup? I'm gonna guess she'll see me. Yes. Yeah, we did something like that. Not a one shot, but I was in a homebrew campaign, and what we did was, please don't die. Whew. Yeah. Well, so what we did was we found a we essentially found my DM found these stat blocks, and so he just like added he was like, all right, we'll have some fun. It was a fairly goofy, very high magic, silly campaign. So he was just like, we went to an island and it was an island with Pokemon on it. And so a number of us that were there like caught the Pokemon, and so then we had them as like companions afterward. So you know, it was just really fun and silly because most of those Pokemon really aren't, you know, like too crazy. I think I had a Vaporeon. I keep wanting to believe the restore menu is going to be there, and it's not. It's just not. I do need to get more potions at some point here. But yeah, I believe I had a Vaporeon. Yeah, you can. I mean, it's honestly easier than you think. It's the thing that it comes down to is just, I mean, when you think of it like, you know, like think of it kind of like in Monster Hunter terms almost, right? Like one way or the other, right? Like a Vaporeon. So I was on that. You know, a Vaporeon is it's when you describe it, it is a quadrupedal sea creature, or you know, or it's like an amphibious quadruped that seems to be a hybrid between a fuck you, Burmy. Like it's like a hybrid between a cat and a salamander, right? not super salamandery, but you kind of get my point. Like you can describe them in those ways, you know. They're, as long as you can get a little creative and just think outside the box a little bit. What's going on, Venusaur? It'll work. You can definitely make it work, you know. It will always, one way or the other, once people see that it is a freaking hell, really, Pokeball. You know, once people see that, like, yes, it's a Pokemon, it will, no matter what, have a little bit of goofiness to it. But as long as everybody's chill about it, it doesn't do anything crazy. I miss DMing. I haven't DM'd in a long time. I think the last time I DM'd, honestly, the last time I DM'd was, yeah, I don't think he's turning. I think honestly it was, Crimson, what is it called? Crimson Moon? I forgot what I called our D&D show. It's been a long time though, and I very much miss it. Because I love telling stories. You know, being able to make stories is just so fun. I have been debating playing Baldur's Gate 3 on stream. I tried like a couple years ago, I think now. It was going fine. It's such a long game that it's really hard to try to commit, you know, to, that's the best way to just learn too, is yeah, just do some one shots, get the experience under your belt and then learn from there. Thank you for opening that door. Root fossil, eh? That's good. I mean, NPCs are honestly like, they can be really, like, they can really help bring everybody in, right? Like, I think one of the classic things that people run into, you know, when they're setting up campaigns or whatnot is, okay, yeah, let's see if we can. Have to wait a while for that one, but, you know, but like an NPC, like NPCs can like be the glue, right? Like, especially like, you know, like everybody always jokes about like D&D groups where it's the, you know, like they have it's like the kobold or the goblin that they're essentially babysitting, you know, the whole time. And, you know, like it's that realm of like, if anything happens to them or something happens to them and the party locks in, you know, like, that's just what like really good NPCs do. And like, and like there are other ways with that too. Like that's not the only example, but you know, sometimes it's the quest giver, you know, sometimes it's the sure. I probably didn't need to do this, but you know. All right, you just got a Jirachi, eh? Okay. Just hanging out in the Pokemon Center with your Jirachi, talking about the decorations is what you wanted me to look at? You wanted me to see the decorations? You have a Jirachi. I think I'm way more interested in that. That's way more interesting. You know, as much as I'd love to use the fighting move on on it because it's steel. The psychic part really is going to get in the way of that. Jirachi, honestly, I think is still my favorite legendary, mythical, whatever. I never know how to gauge which is which. They're all legendaries to me. You know, like... Nice. I love Registeel. Registeel is my favorite of the... no, not anymore. Registeel was my favorite of the Reggies, but I do really like Regidrago. Regidrago is really cool. But I do love Registeel. Registeel is very cool. I don't know. I mean, my favorite Pokemon is Mareep, so I don't know. Are you a trainer? No. The Battle Frontier. We're gonna not touch that. Is there a... Actually, I should check. Is there up here I can fish off of here? Alright, SSN thing is here. I think Vileplume is cool. Vileplume is a very cool grass type Pokemon. If you had said your favorite grass type was Gloom, maybe I would be like, really? Not Vileplume? But like Vileplume is dope. Like, hey, speaking of wow, what timing. What timing. That's crazy. Let's go for like the immediate catch. Let's see if we can get it. Damn. A quick ball it is not. All right, how do I deal with... How do I get you down without killing you? Who has like... One of you has quick attack, right? You have tackle, actually. That could work. Tackle shouldn't be too strong, so... Well, I can always get through TMs, so... Alright, I want to try the Ultra Ball one more time before bringing it to red. I'm worried about the potential crit, / maybe it was a roll and this was a low roll, but then I'll get a high roll. Okay, this is annoying. Sandslash, I feel like, is pretty underrated as a Pokemon. Yeah, it's not, like, the pool isn't great, but, like, it gets something. It's just not great. Like, Slash is still a good move on it. Hey, look, man. I watched Ray do a Nuzlocke in Fire Red, and that Sandslash came in clutch. So that's just all I'm going on. That's what I'm saying, all right? And then I've used Sandslash in a stadium randomizer, and it also came in clutch. So I'm just saying, sometimes, I'm just saying, he's not completely useless, just not great. I was too. Well, with Ray. Ray was playing Fire Red. But you just never know. I'm just saying. Sometimes you take what you got. Especially in the world when you do it in the world of Nuzlocke. Can you get in the Pokeball? I'm begging you. Get in the Pokeball. God damn. Shield. I debated doing a more vanilla style game, I thought about honestly doing it in Sword, but I thought doing it in Johto would be good. It just would be good fun, you know. Right, I would just, because like my thought was honestly though I wanted to do it with the randomizer, so. Probably have like 2 turns before I need to switch. Oh yeah, I mean, I totally get that too. All right, who's it good? So if you don't know, our naming scheme is 40K, Warhammer 40K characters. I can't think of a great one, like off the top. You know, I need something. I should do some type of like Nurgle. Should do like some type of like Nurgle worshiper. I already had Typhus though. I don't really have like another good one. Can I just do a Rodagus? Rodagus makes sense. Well, I've got a, if you want the lore, that's amazing. Can I live in the Netherlands? I'm gonna move. I want to move. I'll learn Dutch. It's just, so I have a, if you want to learn the lore and some of the basics of the game, I've got a podcast that's labeled below. You can check it out. I teach my friend Dylan all the things of 40K. We're supposed to have an episode go up today, but it's been an issue. So I don't know if that episode's going to come out, to be honest. It's a B-roll issue mainly. I hate putting up episodes where there's nothing, where I have literally nothing to put up on. So, you know, it's tough. I needed to think about it a lot. But yeah, you can definitely check it out if you want to learn more about Warhammer. In the, especially like the first like 30 or so episodes, we really get into a lot of stuff. All right, let's figure out our. Oh, really? What is it? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, I forgot to switch that. I didn't see that till now. That's funny. I see that now. That's funny. All right. So Meryl died. So technically, this isn't a reroll anymore because Meryl's dead. I only have been re-rolling Pokemon that I have a living version in. Hey, man. I love Trans Queen. I mean, it's 20, so at least should live. Getting this thing back to Meryl, though, is going to be a freaking problem. Huh! Huh! Hoo! Alright, I can take one more of those. Oh, I need to get potions. Okay. I guess I'll just heal when we go back there, but I need to get healing potions because I will not want to double back while surfing. I'll just want to get right to Cianwood. So that's the wrong browser. Let's see. Azumarill starts with A, so let's pick a name that begins with A. Because there's not really another fitting character. Let's see. You are... Can I find a female name in here? A female character in here? That's the other thing, too. It's finding characters with... It's finding female characters. There's not a crazy amount of them when it comes to 40k. Oh, Argenta. Sure. Let's go with that. That's all good. The Sister of Battle, Argenta. Let's do a quick heal here. Then definitely gonna put on a max repel while we're surfing. Although let me check the map quick. Because actually there is more than one route in along the way. Then I will. No, I'll switch that. Oh, there is 2. Okay, so we'll get to 41. So we'll get to Route 41. I will not be able to deal with the Whirl Islands yet. Oh, they're already on that's funny. That's right. I forgot. We can hunt for them. They're 40 though, so I really don't want to do that quite yet. They're a rough find. They don't count for encounters either. They would technically fall under part of the static Pokemon. Because they're a special encounter. So, if I do find them, I can catch them. It's just a matter of the other question being, can I? And if I kill them on accident, somehow, then they are dead. Oh yeah, let me look. I need to check. I'm supposed to get some potential storms today, I think. So right now it's looking like 7. Okay, good to know. My dog doesn't like the storms, so I need to make sure to I have to make sure to always give her, she gets an anti-anxiety med. If it's going to be like if it's going to be strong enough, if it's a very short or light storm, I'll just put a thunder jacket on her. But I'll have to check. I'll have to look at weather reports to see how bad this storm will be. Nice. All right. New encounter time. Now we're in 41. That's good. I like that. Those are nice. I mean, I'm very lucky, honestly. I'm pretty accessible to a good number of stores. Well, basically, almost every. If a game shop, outside of having like very niche, at least it's true for America, but like outside of shops that have very niche player bases, they generally will always have Magic because that's what makes money. Magic players keep stores alive, and I appreciate them for it. I don't play Magic much at all, but I appreciate them from it, and you can certainly try. Ooh. What do I want to do? Yes, I am American. I am American. That is very true. Who won't kill you? This is what I'm gauging. I'm trying to gauge who will not kill. No, the amount I give actually is that I am Midwestern. I am a Midwestern boy. Yeah. I like it. It's nice to get 4 seasons, but not often get the worst that could be of every season. I'm not crazy on basketball. My wife is really likes the Bucks. She's a dedicated Bucks fan. So I'm mostly a Bucks fan by proxy. I'm more into football and hockey. Oh, and baseball. Look, it's fine. We had an awesome time celebrating in 2021, and a type of team like the Bucks don't win very often. I mean, the last time I think was like 50 years before that. So, yeah, I have a very sad football life. I'm a Jets fan, so I'm pretty I like the NBA a lot. I don't know it well enough. Yeah, that's a proper response to hearing that. I need to pay attention. What the fuck am I doing? Just go Vulcan. Maybe you could do something. Maybe I should have went actually Talos. But it's 24, so. But that's the proper response to being told when someone says they're a Jets fan. Thanks, Vulcan. Thanks. Didn't want it anyway. Definitely didn't need a flying type. Wasn't super desperate for a flying type or anything. Shit. We do have first 2 round picks. Or 2 first round picks. I have. Well, the last time that technically happened, it was that would be good old Zach Wilson, I believe. We're not getting a Zach Wilson in the second pick this time, though. So, this is gonna be the saddest sounding thing ever. Yesterday, I did or no, Wednesday, I did my yearly viewing of the show America's Game. Elijah Vera Tucker was a good player. It's just, I wish he could have stayed healthy I wish he could just stay healthy. He could have stayed healthy more consistently. He would have been awesome. He was a good player. It just, the health wasn't great. God, Zach was such a weird bust, dude. I do blame a lot of his poor development on management for sure, but just like, man, what a disappointment. Oh, I need to put on the freaking rappel. I like how all the birds are here. Oh boy. That, as entertaining as that sounds, I'm not. I don't know. Tank bowls are consistently hilarious. I do love me some tank bowls. Also, let's be honest, when it comes to the Bucks thing, I mean, they've been in through this road before. I'm not entirely confident that Giannis is going to be leaving. 4 guys on 10 acres. God damn it, dude. Okay, the players union is going to investigate the Bucks about Giannis, yet this shit, the Grizzlies pulled that shit? Are you serious? Bro, come on. Hey, I've got news for you. I don't think the gym leader is going to have a lot of fighting type Pokemon, actually. Okay. So I'll grab this now. Sweet. Man, negative 10% chance at the first pick. Well, and I remember my wife telling me about, apparently the Bucks have oh my God. I love that. Well, because they want it. This is the time for players like that to show off, right? Like, a player gets this random ass contract by the Grizzlies. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna just try to ball out. I don't care. I'm here for 10 days. Like, I'm here for 10 days. I don't give a shit if this team is tanking. I'm gonna try to ball out as much as I can. I think I get one of you gives me a new rod, right? All right, if I take this picture, will you give me a rod? Don't take that out of context. Oh, look at our team. Quadruple double. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, I thought maybe after that he would give me something. Nope. I would like a good rod or something, please. That's fine. Oh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do. He's playing too good. Playing too good. that type of shit does need to be investigated. Like, look, the Bucks can 100%. They absolutely were justified to be like, look, we do not need to risk Giannis getting some type of horrific injury for the rest of the year. The year is done. Who cares? That shit's bad. That's bad. Like, yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's bad. Like, that's blatant tanking, you know? So, like, yeah, that's... Yep, I'm definitely going to take care of it, and I'm not going to get it killed whatsoever. Shucky. Yeah, I mean, look, like, you want, you know, like, what if Giannis breaks his leg? Like, what if his leg snaps and he lands on it wrong and his, like, leg snaps in half? Like, you know, it's just, you don't know. And to, like, put him out there for the sake of what, Giannis's pride, like, get over it. It's not a tanking move. It's a saving your contract player from getting himself hurt because of his own pride. Amazing. Yeah, like, that's like, they're investigating the Bucks, yet the Blazers did that crap, you know? All right, I'll come back to you in a moment, Suicune, because I know I'm going to have to fight that dude. So, all right, let me double check. What is our... I'll go one down from the level cap here. Let me get to Cyanwood City. The level cap here kind of doesn't matter, but... his is 31. Okay. So I'll bring them all to we'll do 29 for this guy, and then... No, I mean, no, it's just... You know, again, it's just that realm of like, look, I get it. You don't want the guy, like, again, you don't want the guy's leg to like somehow snap in half or something, and then all of a sudden, you know, you do sign him to a contract or whatever, but he can't play at the beginning of the next season. And what was the point, you know? Was that the last game? I don't know who the Bucks played at the end. They were away. I'll leave this out. Okay. I was like, I couldn't tell you when that was. April 5th. Ancient Power is just a good move. It's a little bit... It's not necessarily maybe the best move to put on. Especially because there's Heal Bell, and that's something I could have made use of probably at some point. Let's see. I know some of the players pretty well, so I'm going to guess maybe Kuzma. AJ Green, I know he's been playing a lot. I feel like I've not heard Bobby's name a lot this year. So let's see. Let's go Kuzma, Green, Rollins. I forget the other guys' names. There are people that I remember. I know their face. I don't remember their names. Like I said, I'm really bad. I'm really bad with like Noe basketball players. Ooh, Rock Blast, eh? No. Rock Throw is better just to keep. I maybe thought that it was better. Yeah, I know I had seen those three a lot this year. We got to travel to a couple games. So. God, man, what a terrible nature. We'll do Howl. Yeah, I definitely couldn't tell you who they were. Especially since Brooke Lopez left. I knew him because he was my wife's favorite player. I mean, she still likes Brooke, but specifically favorite player on the Bucks. Better move for competitive. I don't think it's gonna be useful in this Nuzlocke. I don't think there's a lot of held items in the Nuzlocke and like the randomizer. You know what? I'll put him to 30 because then he gets to evolve. Yeah, well, Dame is Dame wait, Miles Dame wait. I was like wondering what you were saying there for a second. Dang, right. I think the one game I went to, he played actually pretty well. I think Dieng played pretty well then, that day. Swift is not useful for you. Oh wait, I didn't do the other leveling. Oh, I did. I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't have that answer. So we are still technically in Sandwich City when I do that, right? Okay. We can try a Rock Smash. Let's try a Rock Smash encounter. Okay. Oh, good. Everyone's favorite fish. Now, a melodic could be not bad. God damn it! I am 8 levels higher. I should have thought about that. I'm just dumb. Don't look at me. Rock Smash is a weak move. I thought it would be weak. Rock Smash sucks. I forgot what level I was, okay? I saw that it was level 21, and I was still thinking about me being level 23. Because again, Rock Smash sucks. I know. Look, if I was level 23 and Rock Smash is a bad move, then I thought it would be okay. What the fuck was that? Look. First of all, this Hitmontop doesn't have... I think it's attack stats down, so it's not great. Second. Again, I had a thought, all right? I didn't think of it as being... I forgot I was 8 levels higher. It was my bad. It's alright, I didn't need a Feebas anyway. Better that. Well, you're psychic. This is just an annoying mirror match. Man, who would really like a flying move? This guy. You suck. Hitting you with the stun spore. Look, I didn't claim to be good at this game, nor a smart streamer. You know? Probo passing. You know, I couldn't tell you. I don't know who either of those players are. Like I said, I'm not knowledgeable. I'm not knowledgeable on the NBA. God. Freaking Crawdon's eye is so fucking crazy. You know, I've been there. I've had players like that. Well, I meant the whole eye. Like the white of the eye, the fact that the pupil though is just this singular pixel. There's the almost like the eye bag underneath it. It's like he's seen through the warp. Ethan, I don't care. Over the phone? I don't know if those are randomized. I'll answer him the next time he calls me. Let's maybe see what's in these caves. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Yep. 100%. I'll go with that neighbor every day. All right. We'll hang out with 29 for now until we get to Chuck, and then we'll make it 31. I'm gonna try to just minimize. Really? Hello, my name is Chuck, and that's a manatee. All right. Sick. It's just a manatee. All right. Well, fine. I'll top out. I've got a Celebi. How about that? You think you're so cool and you can flex with your manatee. Well, I don't care about my attack stat. So suck it, Manaphy. Lunatone. Oh, wait, no. Rock Psychic. That is dumb. Why would I do that? Hold on. Wait. Let's not do this again, please. Alright, I'm gonna try one more and then I'll switch the crowd out. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm aware. You know what? I've already done 3 sleep turns. I might as well just wait it out. I've only got 2 turns left at most. Great, I'm getting full sleep turns. Sick. You would take max turns for sleep, Talos. I like how when you could tell that I've like really sunk and like leant back in my chair because of how low I am right now. Whiskash. I know how to delete you. He's just like, oh no, I'm getting that grass move. That's a grass move coming to my ass. Let's prep for that. Ooh, probably lives because of that. Yeah, you ain't living that one, buddy. Let's set up a little bit more properly here. I like how this version of the gym, they were like, instead of using strength to push a bunch of things around, we're gonna have Chuck just be tanking a freaking waterfall to the head. I'm like, bro, what's the point? Bro thought Jim saw the saw the thing for gym leader was like thought real Jim. I forgot to level up, so this could be bad. We're gonna find out. Wow, that did a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. This should be good. Wow. I'm actually surprised about that. Alright, since it has burn, I'm going to switch. Keep myself in decent shape here. The fighting move will be normal. So. Oh, I dislike you, Chuck. Chuck, you suck. And I don't like you. Definitely thought that psychic was coming this way. So I do find it funny that one of my tankiest Pokemon is Celebi. It's kind of comical. I should live this because of the leftovers. Right. It's just funny. The little onion guy tank. Alright, I'll have to switch now. Mamoswine, eh? Well, this is the best time for a Lithier. Hopefully maybe we don't get too bad of a switch essentially here. Okay, sweet. Here comes the rolling quick kick. Ugh. Oh, you would have leftovers, you suck. Oh, it was a berry. Oh, okay. That's fine. I will, we'll switch. I'm not testing this. We are apparently slower. So, oops. Wrong one. This is kind of a risk, but my hope is... you suck. My hope is that it'll still be kind of weak. Yeah. I was hoping for like a 10. 5 kind of sucked. Alright, well. Just get Aldred out there. Push come to shove, we can essentially just try to... let's get a leech seed out first, just so that at least now we can easiest way to try to get sorry, I'm trying to check something here. Forget. I don't have a type. I'm not an expert on the type chart. I was just say I forget if ice resistant to grass. So this will either be neutral or it will get the. All right, we're good. Sure, makes sense. Why it's such a bad type. All right. Sweet. We will have a flying move now too, because we'll get fly, which at least is literally something. This is what we will quantify as better than nothing. All right, we're gonna. All right, let's. What does he even got to say? How are you? Nope. Well, actually, I do have one ice Pokemon. Really glad I answered that phone call. All right, let's see here. Anybody can learn fly. I have HM's universal HMs on. because in case we were in a scenario where like the game would break, it's just who do I want to have a flying move? You, I kind of would like you to keep most of your moves. That's all right, Donnie. It was great to have you here. And well, I won't be going too much longer anyway, so great to have you here. Be sure to come back sometime. Bye. Honestly, just teach it to Talos. It's funny. It's, you know, it's funny. All right, I taught my dog to fly. All right, time all right, time to have my dog fly me to Goldenrod City. There we go. Let's fly to Goldenrod. Thanks, Mariana. Yeah. Let's see. Let's just do the supplies. I don't think this. Oh yeah, that's right. I learned why it could only be triggered. I was gonna attempt the whatever it's called. I forget. Oh, we don't need to go to the. We actually don't need to go to the fifth floor. I don't really need a TM specifically. All right. Oh, I have 20 super potions. Okay, that's cool. I think I just needed a few ultra balls. I get very paranoid about how many I have, so. All right, enough for 24,000. Perfect. All right, so I'll sell another 10 and then buy another 20. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I forgot I have 20 super potions, so we're good there. All right, to Olivine. Let's heal up this Ampharos. My sweet child. Gave the secret potion to Jasmine. Amphi. Palulu. You know, it's like, well, no wonder the Ampharos is sick. You have it working in a light tower. Baoba. Hey, we can go to the Safari Zone. All right, let's do that. It's a potential new Pokemon. I think we'll do that. We'll try to fight Jasmine, and then we'll call it a stream. Thanks, dog. I'm gonna have to fight this guy right here. Please be like very under leveled. Okay, cool. I'm like, I just don't have the patience right now. I just want to get through this. I think I should check quickly. What is my level cap for Jasmine? $35, which will be the bigger level cap. So let's maybe do the Team Rocket stuff first. Which we'll do next stream then. Not even next stream per se, but the next time we stream this. Say it's a Lickitung. I'm just gonna probably gonna hit it with the Vice Grip, to be honest there. All right. Yeah, sure. I want to know what that item is, so. Sneasel. Oh, you're going to be turbo weak to this rolling kick. Ledian. Damn, screened up. Honestly, I want to do this just for the funniness of it. I know he's technically going to be weak here, but it's just really funny. My dog flew up in the air. Sweet. My dog used flies so that it could kill this bug. Oh, let's go. Okay, we got a leaf stone. That'll definitely come in handy. I want to know just what's down here. I know it's wrong. Also, technically, Cliff Cave could be. Yeah. Let's see if there are Pokemon in Cliff Cave, but let's do a Route 47 encounter. We don't have waterfall, but we can still get an encounter. Oh, Totodile! Yes! Alright, this is perfect. Ouch. It has Ice Fang, though. That's actually really nice. That's so good. Let's go. That's a good name. I mean, I could hit the T's again. Otherwise, I can think of like a good crocodile one. We could get a shark still, so like I don't want to name him Tiburos, because even though that's close. Let me double check. It is a boy. Well, let's find another named Carcharodon. Let's see, let's find... notable Carcharodons. We'll name him Baleshar. Alright, well, what could we have had? Oh, well, it's just another Totodile. Yes, Totodile, I see you here. Thank you. Alright. Let's see, can we... Okay, here we go. I was about to fast forward to try to see if we can get the quick... Okay. All right then. Well, let's so you should be strong against this, so rest, actually. Let's see. You would crit, you stupid shit. Damn you. Damn you, Hitmontop. All right, who do I want to who do I want to fight? Let's do Vulcan and Eldrad. And I'm sorry, I don't think he's gonna make it. Oof. Oh boy. Haze would be great here. I really need to get you a better move here. Probably is a very, a special attack, a special defensive. Jesus. There we go. I just needed to bring in Illithir. Good old Chestoberry. You know what? You need better moves. We're gonna Adorn. Young couple. Okay. Well, I'm glad I brought Adorn. That'll actually really help with the Electabuzz. Ow. Yeah, hopefully Electabuzz should just go from that one. Nice. And it doesn't affect life score. Honestly, we're kind of luckily in the fairly safe category right now. Like, this is a new route, right? 47? 48, yep. All right, sick. Ooh, Stantler. Oh. Beggars can't totally be choosers, but not particularly what I was hoping for. Honestly, if we kill here, it's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna do this. Let's just get through that. It's like, you know what? It's happening. It's not gonna. There's no way this Stantler takes that long to get through it. Let's just get through it. Oh, Stantler, eh? Just a random letter this time. Let's name it after Inkari, because why not? you know, one of the greater demons of Slanesh, you know, so like a pinnacle of hedonism. Yeah, let's just name it after a deer. Why not? Let's just name a deer after it. Why not? Sure. Because when I think Inkari, I think Stantler. Now, Paris would have been interesting. I would have liked that. What are you guys selling? Pokemon drinks. Ooh. Oh, these will be nice. Hold on. All right, 120,000 worth. I'm buying the shit out of Quick Balls. Are you kidding me? So we can get it up to 120,000. All right, we'll have some extra cash. That's fine. Not the end of the world. I'm not a talker. I'll look into the Pokemon drinks here. Oh. Hello. One Geodude at the safari and show it to me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well. What the fuck? Safari Zone Link? God, that was a thing? I don't even remember that. Well, let's find out. Maybe it's not random. Sometimes these things aren't randomized. Like the bug catching contest isn't randomized. It's randomized. So, okay. There's a Graveler, interestingly. All right, let me see, because what I don't remember is if the Safari Zone has multiple, like, zones. No, okay, in this game, it's one big area. Yeah, okay. They're all just one big area, so that'll count as a... It's tough maybe to gauge the Safari Zone as an encounter because conceptually, like, it's easy for it to fail on you without even trying, you know? I'm just trying to look here. I'll catch this just for the aptitude test thing. Nope. It's an illegal Geodude, so we will not mess with it. I'm just mostly curious. Alright. We have a failed encounter here, but that's fine. Can I not just go to a normal PC? Let's go outside. Let's go grab the Geodude. I mean, Geodude would technically be a dupe anyway. Sounds good. All right. Won't ever do that. All right, let's get Gollum back, and then oh, whoops. Technically, that Graveler isn't, or that Geodude isn't dead, but maybe we should do some. I definitely want Totodile. Sorry, Crawdot. I think this is good. Poison fighting. Having a poison fighting, then dark flying, rock ground, water, psychic grass. Oh, you're fighting now. I have a fight. Mud slap, taunt pursuit. Probably just teach him. I would probably just teach him. We kind of have an extra slot in some regards, so let's do Mightyena. All right, let's try one more time. Didn't give me shit. All right. You know what? I'll take care of this off camera. We'll be back next Tuesday for a stream. So I'll be off on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. There'll be no stream, but then Tuesday is when we'll be back. I'll pick the schedule, kind of what I want to do. Yeah, I'll pick what I want to do next week. Might go back to Digimon. I don't know. Some of this D&D talk got me thinking maybe I do want to do some Baldur's Gate 3. I like it. I'll have to do some setup for that. I definitely want to do something interesting with it, but I still never beat it. So, worth doing, probably. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, yeah. I'm actually really, I do want to say though, I'm actually really excited for Divinity. Um, maybe we could try Divinity 2 actually. Um, the other Divinity games actually could be interesting. It would be good to know more about the lore. Yeah. Well, look at that. Otherwise, until then, I'll